since we already approached the topic of Donbas, so as we can see from report, the Bakhmut direction still remains one of the most difficult and the hottest direction of the Eastern Front. What do you guys feel? How is the situation developing there? What is your impression?
Well, I think it's just how it's been recently in most areas, where it's slowly turning into, again, trench warfare due to the winter. But this time it's going to be with a lot more drones. So you need men in the trenches to hold the position, but then they're just going to be flying drones back and forth at each other the whole time.
Yeah.
It's the new age of warfare.
And Damian, what's your evaluation, I would say?
Oh, at the moment it looks pretty much neither side can advance, substantially. So pretty much it looks like the Russians are attacking everywhere just to see where the weak spots are at. Obviously, they're concentrating in Avdiivka at the moment. Tough place. The environment, the terrain here in Donbas is just, it's hard for offense and defense.
So we see now that the Russians have been more active recently. It started with the Kupiansk direction again in summer, now Avdiivka, and especially I would like to concentrate now on Avdiivka because we know it's been very brutal in there and both sides are losing a lot of people. I'm not even talking machinery. So how do you guys, what do you guys think of the current situation down there? Maybe you know someone who's there, because I know you guys haven't been.
I think the Russians are just trying to take as much ground as possible before the winter, so that means they have the opportunity to dig in before the ground gets too hard.
So that's for like the tactical, I guess, importance. But what do you guys think is the strategic meaning for Russians to take this part of the front line?
They're just trying to get as much ground as possible because Ukraine have put a lot of their resources a lot further south. And so the Russians have seen that as an opportunity to move in these more northern directions and primarily knock out as much Western equipment as possible. Yeah. So that means they feel more safe and secure, and it gives them more of a motivation to advance.
Avdiivka is actually a pretty strategic area. It's one of the only bulges in the Russian line. You have that bulge there. For Ukrainians, it's the gateway to Donetsk, the city. As you can see, right after Avdiivka, you have a lot of train railways, you have a few more villages, bigger villages, and then you have the city. For Russians, they want to push Ukraine out of this pocket so that they can give more of a buffer zone to Donetsk and get our artillery and our mortars out of that area, try to push them back further.
I would agree also. And my question would be, what do you think Ukraine could have done better to maybe be better prepared for this assault?
Well, it's hard to say in hindsight, Avdiivka has been under Ukrainian control for a while. We all know that it's been fortified since, 2014, 15? It's a long front line. We can't defend every single place, but I really can't say what they could do better there. They're doing their best with what they have right now.